So I'm just connecting with this beautiful dragon who came through and introduced herself to Robin as Rose. Just connecting in with her energy. As I look at her photograph, she's got a really cute appearance. And I've just realized that she is a dragonling. She's she's very young. She's just a baby. Oh my. I mean, that's why her eyes look so big in relation to her head, and her snout is not fully developed. Her energy is palpable, and I want to say that she feels ticklish. I'm not quite understanding that, but I feel very joyful and like I just want to giggle. So Rose was young when they went to sleep, very young. I'm getting just a couple of years old by our time, which is really just like a baby because dragons can live for thousands of years. And I'm getting an image of a puppy, and I think that's exactly what she feels like. She feels like a puppy. She's got this beautiful, soft, gentle energy. And she's saying to me now that she just wants to play and that she can't wait to be able to play again. She's telling me, so even though she was young, and this is kind of relating to our inner child, it's almost, it doesn't matter how long she's been asleep. In the same way, it doesn't matter how old we are. We all have this part of us that is young. It remembers. It's this part of us that remembers. It's the inner child that is the key to remembering because it's the purest version of each incarnation, if you will, that we have. It's the version that is most filled with joy. It has no burdens or responsibilities. It is the purest version of us because it is just us. It's our essence. It is the version of us that believes in magic and all possibilities. Wow. She's telling me that the inner child is a way that we can connect energetically to the dragons. So while we can't be together in physical form, the inner child is the best way for us to be together energetically. When we want to connect to our dragons, the mind of the inner child is not programmed like the mind of the adult. So when we journey into our inner child, we can almost merge with the inner child and then become the inner child again because it is really a part of us. It is an aspect of us. So she is saying that this is one of the best ways for us to connect with the dragons. Reason being, there is a lot more openness and a lot more fun. It's this awe and wonder type state because you are awed by everything because you don't know anything yet. And everything you look at is like being looked at for the first time. It also gets you into that state of joy and wonder and awe and the possibilities of all things magical. She says for those struggling to connect with their guardian dragons to share this message. If people have not met their guardian dragons yet or other dragons, the gateway for them may be the inner child. This is the gateway. You've got to feel like you're that child again. You've got to feel like the child that you were, the child that you remember, the child that you still in fact are. And it's connecting to this spark, connecting to this inner spark. And what's coming through is that a message for those that perhaps did not have great childhoods, that there is still a spark that you can connect to. For your inner child is the portal, the energetic point, the place within you that you can go. And this is why some people struggle to connect to their inner child. There has been so much trauma in childhoods, and certain people may not even remember what it was like to be a child, or they've blocked out so many parts of their childhood. And this has really been a disconnection to the inner child, is ultimately a disconnection to the self. The message that she is giving me is that this can also help people to heal. She wants me to remind all of us that dragons are great healers. So if you can connect to your inner child, even though you really might struggle to find your inner child, know that it is there and that the dragons can help you to heal. All you have to do is ask. But we have to be the ones to open the gates to remembrance. We have to ask and be willing to connect with the dragons. The remembrance, this first piece, has to come from us. We have to open up and ask to reconnect with them. She wants to talk about the people that seemingly just have their dragons, this connection with their dragons that comes out of nowhere. She wants those people to know that there is a part of them that did want this. It just might not be consciously known. It's part of the soul contract, if you will. You wrote it into your soul contract, this part of being, wanting to reconnect to the dragons, even if you forgot as the human. And so she goes on to say that for some like me, this is becoming easier. The dragons have always known that I have spoken openly about them and that I have believed with every fiber of my being that they are real and that they were real. So it's easy for me because I've always been open to them. But the first step has got to be taken by the human, or it has to be part of the soul contract. So it's the soul contract that she is explaining, that somehow people just wonder why all of a sudden they may not have believed in dragons, and yet there was a dragon in their dreams or in meditation. This is why. But now, if you are listening to all of this talk of dragons of late, and you still don't believe in them, they may not become a part of your life. You've really got to believe in them with every fiber of your being. And you can't just say that you believe in them. You actually have to believe in them with all of your heart and your soul, with every fiber of your being, because they are part of you. Wow. I'm getting the image now of a rose blooming, but it's almost blooming in a heart shape. The message here is to allow the dragon energy to reignite and to bloom within your heart. The seeds are there. It's whether or not you are choosing to water them, and whether or not you even know that the seeds are there. When one connects with the dragons, you cannot remain closed-hearted. To be dragon-hearted means to be open-hearted, and this means to fully reconnect back into the space of love. It is full reconnection to the all that is. She's now telling me that for some people, if they struggle to connect with the dragons, it could be because they have a closed heart. You have to be willing to open your heart to reconnect to them. This is exactly as it should be, because by coming through the heart energy, there can never be this less than heart connection. Their energy is very powerful, and it has to come through the heart. Wow. And now I can almost hear her giggling. She really is quite different. She's got such a different energy to most of the other dragons that I have connected with. Dragons generally have a presence to them. They're quite stern and no nonsense, and they don't really suffer fools and are very direct. But Rose is, here's this word again. I have no other word for this, but she is ticklish. And it's very difficult not to giggle when she is giggling, and when she is sharing her energy with me, it is ticklish. So she's got this very unusual energy from other dragons that I've connected with. She's very light-hearted, and I'm almost being shown that her energy is ticklish because it makes me giggle and feel light-hearted, and that's how she connects to me. This is all about the energetic connection. We don't need anything else but our energy to connect. Wow, I now understand energy on a whole different level. But she is so light, she is young, she is free, and yet there is still such a wisdom about her, something so ancient. And again, I'm reminded of the yin and the yang and the polarity, that you can have all these aspects all at the same time. And that is all that she has to share here today. She wishes for this message to be shared, and she hopes that everybody feels the energy of her when they listen to this message, and that they accept the invitation to reconnect to the joy, the innocence, the love, and the purity of their inner child, which is ultimately their true self. Wow. Thank you, Rose.